Roll your sleeves down, now.
Roll your sleeves down now. The command didn't echo. It sliced. Mr. Kessler's voice was low, but it carried the sharp edge of something dangerous, like a wire pulled too tight. Everyone in the staff room froze. The hum of the vending machines suddenly felt deafening. Alina stopped mid-scrub, her gloved hand frozen against the wall. The sponge dripped chemical-scented disinfectant onto her shoes. Slowly, mechanically, she looked up. She had been scrubbing the baseboards, crouched low in silence as usual, invisible as always. But now, every eye was on her. Her sleeves had slipped. And the truth, ugly, purple, brutal, was exposed. Bruises. Deep, fresh, symmetrical. The kind no accident leaves behind. Who did that to you? Mr. Kessler asked, his voice clipped. No room for lies. She didn't answer. Didn't blink. Didn't breathe. The teacher near the microwave backed up, slowly placing their coffee down without sipping. The janitor by the mop bucket stepped back. The whole room had gone still, like the air itself was holding its breath. It's nothing, Lena whispered, pulling her sleeves down like a shroud. I fell. No, you didn't. Mr. Kessler stepped forward, voice low, intensity rising. Those aren't fall bruises. You're not leaving, we're going to talk now. She didn't resist. She didn't speak, just stood up slowly. Like her body might betray, her hand followed him. In his office, the silence was loud. Mr. Kessler didn't sit. He stood behind the desk like a wall between her and whatever hell she was about to walk back into. I can call someone, he said. The police. A counselor. You don't have to go back to that. I do, she said quietly. Her voice was not a whisper this time. It was a sentence without life. I have nowhere else. No one else. He's the father of my son. Kessler stared. At her? Is he a father or a jailer? She flinched but didn't cry. She'd trained herself not to. Pain was a language her body spoke daily. But this kind of attention, this kind of care, it was foreign, terrifying. He opened a drawer and pulled out a manila folder. Slowly, carefully, he slid it across the desk like he was handing her a loaded weapon. This is an emergency support form. I already made the call. If you sign it. There's a room for you tonight. Safe, secure. You'll be gone before he even knows. Alina didn't move. Her hands stayed folded, gloved fingers twitching slightly on her lap. She looked at the form like it was written in fire. I can't lose my job. You won't. Her head snapped up. Unless you want more, Kessler said softly. More, she repeated. The word tasted unfamiliar. I've seen the way you work, the way you sort supplies, track every shipment. You've reorganized an entire school without being asked. That's not janitorial work. That's logistics. I never went to college. You survived hell every night and still showed up before dawn. That's more than most graduates can say. He looked at her like she was human, like she mattered. And for the first time in 3 years, she believed he meant it. She picked up the pen with a shaking hand, signed. That was the last moment her old life touched her that night. Go to the parking lot. Didn't climb into the rusted truck. Didn't count the money in silence or endure the rage in his voice. She walked out the side exit head low, heart hammering with nothing but her purse, and a signature that would rewrite her life. The counselor waited outside. No sirens, no flashing lights, just a quiet car, a soft voice, and the promise of somewhere safe. 63 days later, Glenridge Elementary was buzzing. Alina, the cleaner. She's the new supply coordinator now. Mr. Kessler even helped enroll her son in full-time daycare. She wore short sleeves now. The bruises were gone. Her arms no longer carried shame, they carried confidence, power, purpose. Her voice, once as faint as static, now rang clear across the halls. She directed delivery trucks. She trained new staff. She logged every inventory item like it was treasure. And every Friday, she sat in the first grade reading corner. A circle of children curled at her feet, reading the same stories she once shelved when no one was watching. Sometimes, when no one else was left in the halls, she still picked up a mop, Not out of obligation, out of respect, because she believed in leaving places better than she found them. That autumn afternoon, as golden light poured through the hallway windows, Mr. Kessler passed her in the corridor. He paused. Elena, everything all right? She turned, clipboard in hand, arms bare, eyes bright. Never better, sir, he smiled. You didn't just clean this school. You changed it. She had. Because the strongest person in the building isn't always the one in charge. Sometimes, it's the one no one sees. The one who shows up with bruises hidden, in dreams buried. The one who quietly carries pain like armor. And sometimes, all it takes is one person to really look to see past the silence. The sleeves, the fake smiles, and say, no more, before this story ends. Let us know in the comments where in the world you're watching from. If Elena's courage moved you, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who might be fighting a battle you can't see. Because sometimes, a mop in one hand is strength in the other.